Hi everyone, Scott Irvin here from the Scott Irvin Home Selling Team. How are you? Haven't seen me in a while. That's only because this real estate market is on fire right now. We've been so busy with the way the market is. The pandemic has just caused so many things to change in our lives, and the real estate market has just spiked because of that. I'm going to go through today a couple things. I'm going to go through the state of the market and talk about some charts here, or go over some charts here and look at market conditions. I'm going to talk to buyers, and that's going to be about how to maybe position yourself, the best way to position yourself in this market to get a contract through or an offer through. And I'm going to talk to sellers about pricing your home and what it looks like putting your house on the market right now. You don't have to watch the entire video. As I said in the introductory email, you can jump ahead to those specific areas. So let's get started here and look at some charts. And the first one here we're going to look at, this is new purchase contracts. And you're going to see here, other than when we went through the shutdown, that we've been outpacing contracts written, going under contract, opposed to new homes being listed above that since then. So right now, for example, for every one house that comes on the market, 1.1 homes go under contract. So, with the way this is trending, we're continuing to lose ground when it comes to inventory. The inventory levels are so tight, and obviously that is what's one of the things that is driving, the prices up right now. This here is just weekly number of new listings, and again, you're going to see right now where we were in 2020, and it dropped way off when we did the shutdown, and where we are right now in 2021. So that's going to go, and we are above 2019 at this point. This year's new purchase contracts, and again, you're going to see it's way up here over the shutdown. We now have year-over-year data because at this point last year we were shut down and just started out in the pandemic, and you're going to see we're above 19 as well. So, we're seeing new contract levels come in at about 106.3% compared to 2019. So again, really strong market right now. Weekly number of closings, new closed listings, and again, this year is trending up above, obviously above 19 and above 20 here. So that's strong, and you can see here again during this lags because of the closings lag. This shows you where the shutdown kind of hit the closing part of the market last year. This year, numbers showing is obviously way above where we were last year because we were shut down or going into the shutdown at this period. So that was way down, and we're above obviously 19 as well. So, looking at this right now, there's a lot of things that are fueling this market right now. One being historic low mortgage rates. One being a lot of people changing their lifestyles based on the pandemic and the shutdown, wanting different space in their homes. People realizing that that their homes are more important to them, maybe also because they have work at home options right now as well. And you have a lot of people that are still leaving some of the major cities in our areas and coming to this area. So that's driving up the prices even more because that demand is really strong. And again, as you saw with the inventory levels, it's really low. I want to talk to buyers for a minute. And this here has to do with what's going on in the buyer market right now. It's a very, very strong sellers market. It's very tough for buyers to get those contracts through because you're competing against so many. We're seeing anywhere from maybe a couple offers. When I say a couple, 3 to 4 offers per property, all the way up to the highest I've seen so far is 18 offers per property for one home. And I've heard other agents talk about much higher numbers than that. So we're getting a tremendous amount. So what can you do? Structuring that offer is very important. It's not all about price. So, when you want to purchase a property, you want to sit down with your agent and talk about how can you structure that offer to make it strong enough for you to get through. And again, it's not always about price. How are we going to handle inspections, and how are we going to maybe give that a opportunity for the seller to maybe not have the fear of us walking away. And again, there's different ways of structuring that. The appraisal is another important part of this puzzle. Appraisals are becoming tougher as we go into this market because again, there's not a lot of comps out there because there's not a lot of inventory, and prices are trending up so much quicker than they are, the sales are showing up. So there's a lot of different ways you want to do that, and I'm looking here at my notes to see if there's any other ways that you can make an offer stand out. But sitting down with your agent and talking to them and going through this, is just very important in this market because you want to make sure that your offer is going to stand out, or how can you make it stand out over all those other offers. If you're a seller, right now we're in an auction type atmosphere. So, and a buyer, buyers should look at this as well. When you see a list price of a property, what it's listed at, think of that as a reserve price as an auction. Normally in a normal market, normally a house does not sell for that list price. It'll sell somewhere under that price. In this market here now that we're seeing, everything is going over asking. So it's becoming like an auction type atmosphere. You had the reserve price. Just how high is that house going to get bid up? So when you come to selling your home, when it comes to selling your home, you want to make sure you strategically price your home that is not above where people might bid it up. And the reason for that is because if it does sit on the market in this type of market, it's going to be very detrimental to you, because buyers are going to wonder, why isn't it flying off the shelf right away? What's going on there? And why is it not selling? So if you position the house properly when it comes to price, it will not only sell for that price, it'll go above that asking price. And you want to make sure you got a very good agent who's going to be able to negotiate those different offers to get you the highest possible price. Even though it's definitely going to go above asking price, can we get a higher price? Some other things, how can you ensure that once your house goes under contract that it's going to make it to the settlement table? And again, having the right agent to make sure, like the appraisal or how that offer is structured, is going to be most beneficial to you as a seller, to make sure that, again, that the buyer is not going to walk away. In this market here, because buyers are bidding and it's such a fast-moving market, they don't have a lot of time to make a decision. You don't want them to have buyer's remorse. You want to make sure that they're in that contract and you're going to go to the settlement table. So it's been great talking to you all. This market, again, is super strong. If you have any questions about selling your home, what the current market value is, if you have any questions about buying a home and how to best position yourself in this market and get an agreement of sale or an offer through, please give us a call here, 215-918-1920. We look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day and take care.